I think we have a good level of the background there.
That was better.
That was good.
Well, then let's get on with it.
Ugh.
And now, here's the Shtee with Tense and Splat.
Well, that's a good intro.
You down a little Richie Dagger on it.
Richie Dagger?
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
Richie was the Germs.
Is that like the Bed Folds 5?
Richie, the Germs. The Ben Folds 5. Yeah, they're the same.
Is that the surgeon from the Prince Band? What happened to that dude?
I think that a lot of those guys...
Did he go into actual surgery?
They had a band. Oh, yeah.
You think he did?
Yeah, that's it.
I think he did.
Well, he was doing it then, too, on the side.
While he was on stage?
Yeah. Well,
During?
Sometimes he would leave, go off stage, perform a surgery, and come back.
I think it was called musical surgery. He was doing some horrible shit. That's dope. We had it's like a NPR kickoff kind of thing.
What do you mean?
Well, it's kind of like, hey, let's talk about something. All right, how about them ice cubes and a yarn making competition?
You know, I went to get my cigs on the way over here, and there's this one lady. They always ask for your birth date now, and I always say this joke birth date of 6/6/69, right?
That's dope because I gave up. I was like, I give them my real birthday now. I'm like, it doesn't mean anything. It's attached to a fake account.
I've always said it. It's a joke for me. So 6/6/69, right? So there's this one older lady, and one day she goes, the 666. You have the 666, and I was like, oh, you know.
She thought you were satanic.
Well, first she goes, that's not your birth date, and I go, you caught me. Actually, it isn't. Here, you know, here's my real birthday. I'm not into you guys asking me about it all the time, right? So she goes, do you have the 666? So at any rate, I could tell she was a little bummed about it. So just recently, I went in there, and you know that Lighty, manager?
Oh, that manager is
that
fucking
guy?
amazing. That guy is like, he's always just coming off a coke binge. Doesn't he look like he always just like, he's like sweaty?
He's
and
amazing.
There's shit, like that shirt's from yesterday.
He's an
it's
amazing
that kind
guy.
Of shit. That dude looks fucked up, and he's always counting money.
His hair changes crazily, short, really short.
I'm pretty sure he manages a strip club
He looks like
in the
it.
morning.
He does look
in the
like
morning.
It. So I go up, and it's that cool Indian dude who's in there.
Oh, that dude is very metal.
That dude's dope.
I do.
So he hits me up.
CVS today.
He hits me up for the.
You would like American spirits?
He's interested in things progressing along, and you getting out of there and being happy.
Completed.
He's down. He's
you want money? You want financial?
He's like, no bullshit, right? So I tell him the 6/6/69 birth date, and the manager goes, see, I told you, right? And I'm like,
that guy's the devil.
And I'm like, what? Right? And he goes, I was just telling him about when you came in, how you're the guy
that has
with
the 6/6.
Yeah. He goes, you're the one with the 6/6/6, and I go, D9, right? And he goes, we don't care about those 9s. It's those.
It's the 6s.
It's the 6s we're worried about. Right?
Oh, did you catch it?
So I was like, well, you need 6, or you wouldn't be able to do any of these transactions because it's between 5 and 7.
That's like a scary number to them. If you 1, fine. 2, crazy. 3, insaniac.
I just love that this guy recognized me coming in and then was like, that's him.
Oh no, that means that
that's the guy with the 666.
That means that there were multiple conversations that led up to the crescendo of everyone being
amazing,
okay
dude.
to talk with each other about it. Like, you don't just start there in that kind of retail environment. It's like, do you see that guy? It's all that guy. He had a 666 on it. He said his birthday was this. You think that's real? No, that's fake. I think that's real.
He told me it is fake.
2 weeks later, hey, there's that guy again. He still has that. He still says it's his birthday. Do you think it's real? I don't think that's real.
But they could just look at my ID if they need to. I mean,
oh no,
I was more down for that style.
No, the law
back
prevents
in the day.
them from doing that. The whole thing is
really?
about. Oh yeah, it's like you have to ask.
I thought that's just their deal because they got busted selling cigs to minors.
That's what I mean. They're on parole.
Right.
The law says you have to ask.
Well, I'm not a minor.
Does he look younger than 108?
It must be, dude, because I do not look like I'm in danger of buying cigs the wrong way.
The dopest ever was I was out with my sister and a friend and my mom's, and we were hanging out, and the dude comes up and he's like, hey, my mom's...
Yeah.
He goes, hey, can I see your ID?
Yeah.
And I'm like, can you see my ID?
Yeah,
I'm with my sister. My sister's like 6 years younger than me. Her friend's like 6 years younger than me.
Oh, they don't get asked.
He doesn't ask either. They've already ordered.
Right.
And it comes to me, and I'm like, can I get whiskey? It's like, ooh, you're too young.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's my baby face, dude.
Wow.
It's because I was crying.
Yeah.
The face of a baby, 20-year-old baby,
but
45-year-old
still, a crying baby might need a drink. Kick him down.
Well, that's like Larry and his moonshine. I
saw Larry the other day.
Oh, he's still alive.
Yeah, I saw him,
awesome,
dude. I kicked him down a $5, dude.
You know what? I need to kick him down to some long sleeve t-shirts.
Time,
a $5? Is
that a $5?
Oh.
I gave him a $5.
Oh, I gave that dude $10. Yeah, that dude's easy to give money to, because he's like, hey,
he called me at a time when I had a $5 that I could kick down.
There ain't no homeless guy that's
right,
got that kind of game. You don't see homeless people with that kind of game that like.
He's kind of part of the show.
No, he says shit like he'll be like, "How's things going?"
Yeah,
and you're like, "Okay." This is after you've been talking to him. He's like, "Money, all right." And you're like, okay, you're asking me about money. You're like, yeah, could you spare $1?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, dude, whatever. I see him carrying them laundry bags out of that fucking place, and he's all like about to crack in half like a fucking toothpick man. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. He works it, dude. That dude's old.
But Larry said he went and got a spaghetti dinner at down the block.
Where? Oh, he just on the street. There was a spaghetti dinner.
Yeah,
he just found.
I've done that before.
Like, whoa, that's
one time.
Fuck, that's a spaghetti dinner.
One time, Scrad and I went to the street scene. You remember the crazy? Remember the LA street scene?
What, they became the Junction. That's what it was, right?
No.
What was the street scene?
No, the Junction went out at the same time. The street scene was downtown. It was crazy. It was like they closed off streets and there were bands and Scrad and I went down there with our parents and we were skating around and. We totally lost the parents, went off, and we were skating all around, doing all this stuff, and then...
Classic teenager.
We were real hungry, and we had no money at all. We ran across this full plate of Chinese food on the sidewalk, and we were sitting there, and we were waiting for our parents. It was taking a really long time.
You ate that shit, didn't you?
We kept looking at it.
You fucking ate that, didn't you?
And then finally...
Adam ate it first.
Finally...
Scrad ate that shit, right? Scrad ate that shit.
Dude, we descended on that food, and we ate it all, man. Yeah. We ate all of it.
Oh, you shared it? The Szechuan street special?
Starving. So good.
Kind of diarrhea? What was the diarrhea
It was really good. But then you remember the street scenes kept getting closed down because it would get all crazy after dark.
Yeah, there'd be like a murder.
I think like cops would show up with shotguns and riot gear. And,
there'd be a cop murder.
I don't know which way it would go, but it would get kind of heavy, and they stopped doing it.
Shit makes sense.
I don't think that's what happened to the Junction.
The Junction found a way.
It corporatized itself out of existence.
You have to give credit to the Sunset Junction because they found a way to take something that was gay and make it gayer in a way that like the gayerness was not gay.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they took gay to a non-gay place, and it became a corporate gay where it's not gay.
Lament of the non-gay.
And then you're left in the position of going, you know what? I wish that gay part came back because at least. It was gay.
Yeah, well, it was always
it wasn't a corporate gay.
It was a random element around here. You might be walking home from school and you might see a flyer
that was put bands that played towards the end.
It was Queer Nation flyer, and there was like a penis.
Exactly, in a dude's butt. It was like a photo of a dude boning a dude.
It was somewhat hardcore for. Walking around the neighborhood.
You're right. That's somewhat hardcore. Queer Nation. Queer Nation was fucking.
It was going down around here. But at any rate, most of that seems to be gone now.
Terrorism.
And you were right. After dark at Sunset Junction, it used to get a little bit more on also.
Okay, first of all, I knew
You didn't go to Sunset Junction when you were...
I went to after Sunset Junction at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon because I knew that...
But do you remember like getting toward dark, it would start getting a little bit crazier?
No, I was gone by then. I was smoking weed up in the hills.
After dark?
No,
never
you
went
stay there, and then the next thing you know.
How about later on? You never
you're
went down
wearing
there
chaps,
for the big bands?
You enjoy your collar.
I guess I saw a lot of that from Danger's Pad anyway.
Oh, you saw it.
You could just hang out
just
outside and listen to that end stage. And
what, the end stage?
Yeah, you remember there was that stage that kind of cut off right by his pad, and maybe a little bit
down
further
by
back.
that horrible club that went through phases.
Like kind of over by where maybe 99 cent store is now. Didn't it cut off around there?
I don't know what that means. I don't know. I haven't been there in years, dude.
You haven't been on Sunset?
Sunset's so fucking...
It's weird.
Fucking faggoty boulevard, dude. It's like there's fucking cappuccino in comic book places, and you could get a tattoo, a chain wallet, and a scarf, and a banana frappuccino inside of fucking 5 seconds. No, I can't handle that place.
I heard I think they have onion tea there.
Onion tea. Onion tea. A guy drops his fucking junk in every hot glass of water. And then
I only drink onion tea.
Yeah, exactly. Hello, I'm Onion. My name is Onion. Motherfuckers, onion tea. Secret. Isn't there a secret bookstore? Secret lair?
There used to be a mock was over there, but
dude,
I think they moved.
That was a part of the
mock
street
was
where,
pretty cool.
That was like after 8 o'clock
books.
at night. If you were on that street, stuff could happen. Like you might get fucking murdered.
That's what used to go down.
Yeah, that was the way I
like
grew up.
after dark at the Sunset Junction. It would get kind of loked out.
Exactly. There's a fucking washer and dryer place around that nobody in their right mind would ever use. So anybody that's in there is already not in their right mind. Oh, that shit was horrible.
Which one? That big one?
The one right down
Is that
near
still there?
Superior Glass, up the street from Superior Glass before
That's
Circus.
gone though, right?
Yeah, of course it's gone.
Oh, no. What do you mean,
down
before Circus?
Yeah, no, before Circus near, I don't know. Listen, we're in a time warp, all right? We're nostalging like two racist skinheads from Maine. It's like that kind of thing.
Of old.
Exactly.
Of the hood.
Oh God, it's so bad.
With the 666.
Like I said, I can't separate that shit. So when I go into like Edendale, I'm like looking at the top of the building next to it, which is that studio.
Right.
And I'm all of a sudden I flash back to being in 4th or 5th grade when Michael Jackson was recording Thriller.
Yeah.
And he did post-production there.
He did some kind of deal there. Nice.
Somehow word got out in 87 or whatever the fuck year it was, and there was a limo thing and people like plastered their face up against the fucking fence of the yard, like hoping to get a glimpse of Michael Jackson.
Did you ever get a glimpse?
Well, we didn't call it
was it
a glimpse.
Was it speckled?
It was,
like they say?
It was
They?
Is more of a brushing than a glimpse.
It wasn't.
It's like, you know what I mean? Like you ever run by something really fast?
When they say it was speckled, was it like an Easter egg or a cow?
It was. Yeah, it was more like a weird old ostrich egg.
So glitter.
Yeah,
so
it was
glitter.
like you could like unnatural spot. It was like glitter. Well, that was from the butter dip, but.
Oh. Juice? Did they? Oh, because you were over there.
There were Jews there.
No, did they?
There were Jews.
Did he
Thank
pass
you
out?
For bringing that
did
up.
he pass out the Jesus juice to all of you?
He
kids?
passed out from the Jesus juice.
I think it was intended to make you pass out.
Yeah, well, he didn't know my 9-year-old lividity. I don't even know what that word means. Liquidity.
Yeah, feel it. Feel my
quaffitude.
My lividity.
Feel my liquidity. Is there a commercial yet? I'm sick of me.
We're getting close.
We're getting close.
All right, here, we could do it now.
Ugh, god damn, dude, spiraling.
Hipsters, flipsters, and finger-popping daddies, knock me your lobes. I came to lay Caesar out, not to hip you to him. The bad jazz that a cat blows wails long after he's cut out. The groovy is often stashed with their frames. So don't put Caesar down. The swinging Brutus hath laid a story on you that Caesar was hungry for power. If it were so, it was a sad drag. And sadly hath the Caesar cat answered it. Here with a pass from Brutus and the other brass. For Brutus is a worthy stud. Yea, so are they all worthy studs, though their stallions never sleep. I came to wail at Caesar's wake. He was my buddy, and he leveled with me. Yet Brutus digs that he has eyes for power, and Brutus is a solid cat. It is true he hath returned with many freaks in chains, brought them home to Rome. Yea, the looty was booty, and hipped the treasury well. Dost thou dig that this was Caesar's groove for the push? When the cats with the empty kicks hath copped out, yea, Caesar hath copped out too, and cried of a storm. To be a world grabber, a stiffer riff must be blown. Without bread, a stud can't even rule an anthill. Yet Brutus was swinging for the moon. And yea, Brutus is a worthy stud. And all you cats were gassed on the Lupercar when he came on like a king freak. 3 times I lay the kingly wig on him, and thrice did he put it down. Was this the move of a greedy hipster? Yet Brutus said he dug the lick. And yes, a hippocat has never blown. Some claim that Brutus's story was a gag. But I dug the story was solid. I came here to blow. Now stay cool while I blow. You all dug him once because you were hipped that he was solid. How can you now come on so square now that he is tapped out of this world? City Hall is flipped and swung to a drunken zoo. And all of you cats are goofed to Whig City. Dig me hard. My ticker is in the coffin there with Caesar. And yea, I must stay cool till it flippeth back to me.
Are you gonna do shit like you're gonna be like, yeah, Romney? You're gonna be like, all right. You're gonna be like, hey, Black Panthers.
I don't know. There's not much to talk about with that. What do you think about Ryan?
What?
Paul Ryan. See,
I don't know.
We're not gonna go very far with this.
Welcome to MSNBC and you later. Fucking.
That's funny.
It's not funny. It's like
that is funny.
Bye.
That dude's a little.
Fox,
okay, there's this
Fox News.
There's this one dude.
Could.
What's his name? Shit, he's one of them. He's the Keebler elf based one. He's real dumb. This one's like this one. You know how the old Keebler elf teaches the young Keebler elf about how to put the stripes on shit.
No, I actually don't know about that.
So that's what they have going on with who is it, Orrin Hatch or one of those dudes. There's a couple of them.
Dude,
they're totally in the Keebler tree.
Okay,
they're up in the Keebler tree and they're teaching this kid about how to put the stripes
Gingrich and Orrin Hatch are like dropping
onto the cookie. That would be
flesh
Paul
balls
Ryan.
Of knowledge.
And then they have Paul Ryan come out with a smile and tell you that you should that old people should.
Well, you don't think it's real, dude?
To
right?
take their kids. Well, I'm just telling you the overt story.
Okay.
You tell me the covert story. I always tell you the overt story. Okay, we watch different areas of the media.
Covert.
You know what I mean? What's your take on it?
Oh, come on! I don't know. I don't know anything about this dude. Like it's thrust into the fact that they got a dude that wears special underpants running against the Wall Street baby. I don't know how you could think that special underpants.
But they're all Wall Street babies. What do you mean?
Well, yeah, but Obama's like straight MK Ultra child of the company kind of thing. Like,
well, but I mean, are you saying
from the hard streets of Chicago
But
and Indonesia against all odds.
What's the Wall Street tie that they gave him a lot of money at the last election? Is that it?
No, it's not. Wall Street gave him a lot of money. Like he's like a proponent of everything else that all the power structure aside from him promotes. It's like, you know, have you ever heard him like complain about Bernanke's wealth? Bernanke's wide wealth. We'll see. We'll see. Geithner, good old Geithner. He's got the Americans' people best interests involved. Central banks, good stuff. Good
for
stuff.
Everybody.
It's for you.
For
it's
everyone.
for you. Yeah, exactly. QE3. QE motherfucking 3. They're like, we're going to make interest rates negative. We're going to give you money for taking out. That's it. Like, if that'll work, that'll be fine for the economy. That'll fix stuff, right?
What do you mean? That would work.
That would work for
help.
Me.
That would help the economy.
No.
The economy is just the movement of things. So if you put more things in.
Yeah, but we don't move anything anymore.
No, the problem is when it starts costing more and more because things become worth less and less. Because you know what I mean.
No, things only get worth less if you make them. Like, you have to make the thing in the first place. What do we make?
Well, it has to do with scarcity. Well, what do you mean?
We make corn.
Well, no, most of the corn actually. Most of the corn just died. If you didn't notice.
Okay, so we made corn
this year.
We used to make corn.
This year, it all died. It was too hot.
We still make.
It was too hot.
Dude, Aladdin. It's a great movie.
Corny.
You kidding me? Corny. We make corny stuff.
Yeah. The entertainment, but that's been not good. So.
Well, I think that's a matter of personal opinion. Percy and the Olympians
of all people.
When I see Will Ferrell do his deep political humor,
wow!
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I might check that out. Would you check that movie out?
What movie?
His deep political movie.
That's not a deep political. I wasn't even referencing that.
I thought that's what you're talking about.
Oh no, I was referencing what if.
Thought you were trying to bring it in.
Oh god, yeah, that's gonna be horrible.
Where'd you put it?
Where did Zach put it? This is the question. God damn it! It's like this cutie.
It might be okay.
It's kind of like retarded comedy. It's like, you know what I mean? It's a class clown kind of thing. It's like, I shit my pants. Hey, guess what? You know what happened after I shit my pants? I shit my pants. It's like a shit pants shitting thing.
It gets back to that THX TV kind of.
Yeah, it's like one trick pony. I mean? It's like there's no meat. It's just potatoes. Isn't that what people say? I think people say that. People who eat meat and potatoes say that all the time. I know because I eat meat and potatoes.
Never. You know what's hot is that you don't eat meat, but you also don't eat like Indian food, and you don't eat like.
Indian food is made out of meat.
But I'm saying you wouldn't eat any of it, any of the stuff that isn't, and there's a lot of it that isn't. You wouldn't eat like falafel, like that kind of a tip from that end of the spectrum either.
That sounds nasty.
You wouldn't
Why would
eat
I
those.
Eat that?
Well, they're really good, and there's
but it's
no
a
meat.
Thing.
No, there's no meat.
Well, dude, a falafel is like listen,
it's
all those Middle Eastern.
It's made of garbanzo beans.
The Jews have the same kind of food. It's it's delicious.
It's all the same.
It's delicious.
And Mediterranean.
If you're in the desert on a pilgrimage and you find that, it's delicious. Okay,
but good.
If you have the choice, you don't go out of your way to find.
Yes, you do.
Where you do?
Yes, you do.
I know.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean? I'm talking about what I do.
That's funny. I just think it's funny because it's like Veem, that dude.
You eat a weird.
He doesn't eat meat either, but he doesn't eat olives.
So you have a Turkish burrito. Good for you. Big deal. So I don't.
No, but check it out. Veem won't eat olives or mushrooms, but he's a vegetarian.
Well, those are obviously renegade.
But you eat both of those, right?
Well, yeah, because I don't.
But he would eat some falafel.
What's falafel made out of?
Chickpeas.
Chickpeas are fucking nasty.
Garbanzo beans.
No, that's why I wouldn't eat that because
really
I don't
good.
like. No, it's not. If you don't like chickpeas,
it's really good.
But if you don't like chickpeas, are you gonna like falafel?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's sort of a different thing. It has to do with spices.
So when I eat
the
that
form
and then I
in.
get the nasty gag in my mouth, I don't like that meal. Like couscous. What the fuck is couscous, dude? I hate that shit.
It's like a
couscous.
It's like a bulgur weed or something like that.
It's like we couldn't afford food, so we whipped this shit up.
Wow. It's like rice in other cultures. It's what they have instead. It's made
Uncle
of wheat.
Pissed in it, and it's now tart. I'm not eating that.
The yogurt.
Yeah, Go-Gurt. Yeah, go.
Do you eat yogurt?
Yeah, it's bacterial.
Okay, you'll eat yogurt though. Okay, so wait, I'm limiting some things down. Do you eat spinach?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so there's something you might eat. Would you eat lentils?
Wait, there's yogurt in that shit?
Well, yeah.
Wait, I just figured out where you're going with this thing. Wait, these are ingredients. Wait a second. There's yogurt? Wait, yogurt in a sandwich?
Sure. Like a yogurt-based sauce. Well, yeah.
Burritos.
It's all a similar zone
Why would
all
you
around
eat
there.
that?
There's all
Why
kinds
would you put yogurt in there? Like plain yogurt?
That's downright un-American to eat that.
Boysenberry yogurt and pork rinds. It's
like you'd never go to Zanku. You wouldn't eat any of that stuff.
No, I wouldn't eat that. They got the weird flesh thing that they rotate.
Those are good.
That's not from an animal.
Yeah, those are chickens.
Like 1,000 chickens were melded. It's like, ugh. It's like a DNA test zone.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, but how about if you wouldn't eat that part of it, but maybe you would eat
its feet.
You would eat like some like what's it called? Hummus. You eat some hummus.
No, that's disgusting. That's the same thing as chickpea paste.
What about like
it's like brown toothpaste. So
what about some
chickpeas?
tabbouleh? Yeah. Would you go to tabbouleh?
No, that's disgusting too. I've been tricked into that shit. It's like, do you want the spinach souffle mashed into an hors d'oeuvre?
No,
like,
no,
I don't want to fucking eat that, dude.
You wouldn't eat any of that stuff.
Why would you?
How about just once?
Why would you purposely?
If I brought you
some,
would you eat it?
What? Any of those things?
Yeah.
No.
Like a bite, a try.
No.
My kid, he wouldn't even try a bite.
No, I would take a bite only so that I could talk continued shit and be like, see?
Are you down?
It would give me renewed energy and fervor about there's a piece of lemon.
I'll bring
parsley.
some. I'll bring some to the next show.
Oh, it's disgusting. I'll bring some. There's a show? There's a show now? The motherfucker's got a show.
Speaking of which, I have noticed that there's sort of hits that happen with the show. It's not a lot, but do they ever listen? Do you think they get this far into the show?
Well, I don't. I think it's bots personally. I think like there's references and there's little bots that are like, you clicked on this and they're.
I agree with that. I agree with that, but I know there's got to be at least like 3 other people maybe who would see it, right? Don't you think? Or hear it?
Well, people that we know that we were like,
right,
hey,
sure.
Look at this.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I hope they don't listen to the whole thing. I hope they haven't gotten this far. I fucking swear to God, dude, it's really stupid. It's the stupidest thing ever.
But it's as dumb as the Olympics.
Hey, guess what? We have good conversations. It's kind of funny. And then
how about if we
recorded that and then
take the good out of that statement?
Did good?
Yeah, take the good out. We have conversations.
No, you put the good in. And then you take it out. Then you put it in. Then you take it out. Put it in. And now you are a priest.
Did you enjoy the Olympics? We were watching some win.
Oh, the Olympics.
It's got to be almost over now, right?
Ceremonies
is it
tonight.
over? Is it tonight? Just ended?
Is Al Qaeda going to make an appearance
already?
No,
I doubt it.
I swear to God, they're so good at so many
soccer.
Unique sports. They're good at soccer. They're good at bus driving. They're good at
vest making.
Checkpoint infiltrating.
Bike bomb construction.
Yeah, where'd they learn that? Green Berets.
It's out there.
It's out there. They got the Anarchist Cookbook.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
they must have gotten a copy of the Anarchist Cookbook.
The didn't have CIA advisors. That's correct. That's right. They had the interwebs to fight the godless commies. I wish I could remember.
I don't think they had a team though.
There was this one Texas socialite that was like completely like fundamentalist Christian that like Charlie Wilson used to like super fund Bin Laden and all those other dudes back in the day when we were fighting the dirty godless. And that was the whole thing. They loved him because they were they believed in something as strong as we believe in Jesus.
Wow.
Well,
there's money to be made and all kinds of things going on.
Well, that's another thing. But I'm just saying though, that was the Gus, the CIA operative that ran that shit. All right, you know what? Exactly. So I thought.
What?
I was just checking. I was just checking.
What were you checking?
To see if how quickly you were gonna respond, and then you didn't respond. So I won that battle. That round is mine.
About Gus? I don't know where you going.
No, I've passed on. This is just in tactical.
Oh, you kept going. I thought that you were going somewhere.
Oh, about Gus.
Yeah, well, I was listening intently to your old deal.
I get tired with my own story.
Okay.
No, Gus was... Gus was the case officer that Charlie Wilson worked with to fund the Mooj.
Right.
To fight the godless commies.
Right.
In Afghanistan in the 80s. And he had the support group. He was kind of like... He was a bit of a renegade within the company. And his support group that did all his logistics was a bunch of old black ladies. Well, I don't know if they were old. And he had he had a racial epithet.
Epithet?
Epilady that he used for them.
Oh.
That's
something going now.
It's probably a police dude.
All right, well, let's take a break then.
I first dropped acid when I was 18. I was over at these people's house one night. This guy I went to school with was over there and asked me if I wanted to try some acid. I had read about it in the newspapers and heard a few friends talk about it, so I was curious. I was pretty jacked up on marijuana, so I decided to try it, and I dropped it. I don't know what I was waiting for, a flash or a rush or whatever, but I kept sitting there waiting, and nothing was happening. So I got up and then went to the dresser and put on a pair of pink capris and a green and brown blouse. I thought the colors were beautiful. So we tripped down to Market Street, and I decided to buy a hot dog. I was very hungry, and I had put mustard and ketchup and relish in the usual, and I put the hot dog up to my mouth, and somebody started screaming. I didn't know what was happening, so I looked up at my friend Terry and said, "Did you hear that? Didn't you hear someone scream?" He said no. I got the hot dog up to my mouth again, and I was ready to bite, and the scream got louder. And it hit me. No, it couldn't be. And I looked down at the hot dog, and there was a face on him. Eyes, nose, a mouth. I had put the ketchup to where it looked like his hair. And he started telling me that I couldn't eat him. That he had a wife and 7 kids at home to support. And I stood there with this hot dog and asked Terry, "Do you know this hot dog is talking to me?" And he says, "Nah, let's get out of here." He thought I was just faking. And I told him, "Look at the thing, he's got a face, and he's screaming." And the guy finally looked over, and he got on the same trip that I was on. And we sat there carrying on a conversation with that hot dog. Finally, I decided I was just hallucinating, so I put it in my mouth and bit down. It screamed so loud that you could hear it all over town, so I had to throw it on the ground and step on it. And I was jumping on this hot dog in the middle of Market Street. I realized that I had murdered it. And I took off screaming down the street, scared.
He apparently did more than talk about. Well, that's dope. It's like me talking to me. It's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a DJ." Excuse me, but...
Hey, this is Larry. I'm listening to Steve on the radio.
Is this Shtee on the radio? What the fuck was that?
Hey, this is Larry. I'm listening to Steve on the radio.
Whoa, how did you do that? You found a video, you found an audio. Wait, what was that, dude? That's not cool, that's magic. Did you do that for Crowley's birthday?
Hey, this is Larry. I'm listening to Steve on the radio.
Wait, how'd you get Larry to say that he was listening to Shtee on the radio? That's not Larry, is it? What is that?
Yeah, that's Larry.
What, did you...
I ran into Larry earlier today.
Wait a second. And you fucking ran up to him and you were like, hold on a second, let me get this mic out real quick.
No, he was like, can you, do you have anything?
Did you say, I'll give you money if you say, this is Larry, I'm listening to Shtee on the radio?
I didn't. I just gave him some money. But then he said, I just get out of the hospital.
Yeah.
And he pointed over to his neck.
Yeah.
And he had
Again?
this big fucking bandage thing on the side of his neck.
What happened to him?
A spider bit me. Oh.
A California barking spider.
It was a satanic spider.
And he said he needed to get it
drained.
He needed to get it changed.
Ew.
And he hit me up for a ride to the Sunset Free Clinic.
That motherfucker's old.
Wait, he came here on vacation and he got bit by a spider?
I wouldn't call it a vacation. It was more of a, if homeless people roaming around his vacation.
I thought you were talking about
No.
It's a much better story, though. Spider biting and shit.
That's amazing. So when we
He'll
got
be
to the
sad
free
that
clinic,
he can't retort right now. He'll be like, God damn it, braggle braggle. So he's alive. He
was alive.
After his spider bite.
After
he
a spider bite.
fought with a tarantula for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, then did you give him a ride
I
to the
gave him a
hospital?
ride.
You gave him a ride.
I gave him a ride to the
nice of
free
you.
clinic. And then I asked him to do a bumper.
You're
It
a
was his
way
choice.
nicer
Yeah.
guy than I am. I swear to God, like I think I'm a cool dude because I'll talk to these motherfuckers, but I'm not
Wait, do
giving
you
that
have
dude
a
a ride.
portable studio in your car? Like,
No, I
how's
just use my phone.
Okay.
That's fucking amazing.
That'd be the shit, though. I'd be down for that.
Yeah, like, hold on. This dashboard is mixing shit. That's pretty
Yeah, that's
amazing.
pretty good.
That's like some Red Zulu
be down.
shit. Like you're known to give homeless dudes rides.
ride
So,
somewhere.
yeah, you're like, it's cool, hop in.
It's happened a
Like,
couple
Oh,
times.
that's
You
'cause
might-
you're a dude. I can't do that kind of
I
thing.
can't do
Wow.
that. I'm not gonna be like, you could cause a weird criminal offense. Let's go for it.
Is this one of those electric cars?
He's not that old, motherfucker.
That's what he said.
He did. He was like, oh.
Yeah.
No, but he didn't mean like Prius. He meant like, is this not horsepower? He's like that old.
Exactly.
He's like, we candlelight and candescents eat the devil's work.
But check it out. That cat can catch a break from a stint to a spider
That
bite
dude
on
is-
the neck.
Yeah.
Dude, he sleeps
where's
in
he
the back of the
sleeping? Yeah.
church, and when he went to the
There's
hospital,
spiders there.
the church threw all his shit away. Okay, like when the churches throw your shit away.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Jesus is.
Aren't you supposed to get asylum or something?
well,
Not anymore.
Yeah,
No,
not if you don't obey the rules.
not for the homeless.
Not for the homeless. You crazy?
Yeah, especially that dude.
Yeah.
That dude's too dope.
Oh, I saw a sign outside
Later.
the church today that said, "Feeling the heat? Get some sunscreen." Spelled S-O-N.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Essential.
Jesus is now going to cure your skin cancer.
Who's grabbing your hips?
And he smells like coconut.
Yeah, Jesus. Jesus loves you. Yeah, in a bikini. John. I mean, you know, sometimes you look a gift horse right in the anus and you're like,
Oh,
I'm not
use sunscreen.
I'm not going in there again. You
Like
gotta try
Mr. Hands. Did he?
Mr.
He looked a
Hands.
gift horse in the.
No, he didn't look a
Complete it.
gift horse. He fucked a gift
He
horse.
felt it.
Yeah,
Internally.
It was a great.
No, he got fucked by it.
Well, but that led up to that.
Right.
There was
there was foreplay.
Yeah, is what they called working the
It was
horse.
Reach
It
around.
was that movie Zoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that movie Zoo where they had like, you know, silhouetted documentary style interviews with people that were like, "The people don't understand what it's like to like love a horse and to have that kind of relationship with
Yeah, I
an
know.
animal. And they think it's wrong. It's not wrong. The horse likes it." And it's like, ugh.
Yeah. I can't.
The
I
horse is
woke up one day.
consenting?
Yeah. They
Yeah,
think it is sort
yeah.
of. There's a
It's
love
really sad.
affair. or
Well, because the horse doesn't kill them, I guess. Is like because the horse could like just go buck wild.
Well, they had that Queen Victoria thing, I think, right?
Oh,
Where she
wait,
had
yeah.
the horse lowered onto her,
no, with like a weird,
like a pulley
a
system.
weird Hanzo the Razor pulley system or
Totally.
something like.
No, that's amazing.
There's a horse. Wait,
Lady Chatterley. No,
it's
was that-
Lady
no,
Chatterley.
no, what was that one?
Mr. Ederly.
No, there's one of those.
Jesus Christ. Lady Chatterley. Who was that
No,
one?
what
Who
was
was that
that
one that got
one?
fucked by the horse?
Yeah.
You just said it was Queen Victoria.
I don't know if it was Queen Victoria,
there's
but
this
maybe.
book.
It was Queen
What was it?
Elizabeth. Everybody knows it.
It was,
Except
and
she
it was
has- she has
just a few minutes ago.
gorgon
Just on
lowered
Fridays.
her. A gorgon or some kind of dragon beast thing is lowered on top of her. She can't settle for no horse.
No, of course not. They have to breathe fire into each other's mouths.
Yeah, mouths is in quotes here. All right, so it might not be what you think it is.
It might be
But-
much more.
Fiery fluids are exchanged. We'll leave it at that. Lava love.
Did you see those pictures of her dancing at the Jubilee?
Oh, was it really?
They looked
dancing?
really angry,
Grace
didn't they?
Jones kicking ass on
Grace
stage.
Jones
Nice.
Just, like, she
Nice.
did like
That's
6
dope.
minutes hula hooping the entire
Nice.
time.
Oh, I want to see
Pull ups
that.
to the bumper with
Yeah.
a hula hoop. So fucking good.
Oh, the
and then
Queen?
Queen Elizabeth was like frozen smile, and like she moved a little bit, but it was like animatronic, you know.
Oh, well, at
like,
least she
just
had a
like-
smile, sort of. They looked angry in the shots
No,
I
she
saw.
kinda,
The
I
whole
think she
family.
just ate a cocker spaniel right
Nice.
beforehand.
Nice.
If Cocker Spaniel is code for Korean baby, you would say yes.
A minus spaniel.
Yeah, exactly. No, she's not. That would be too hetero. Like, that would be too normal. Like there'd be some kind of normalcy there.
Something strange.
Normalcy. That's normalcy. I just invented a word. Tried to get away with that shit. Nothing happened.
I heard it.
Yeah. But the queen being a baby-eating psycho Draco overrides. It's true.
Yeah.
Well, you saw she was licking her lips at the fucking opening ceremonies of the
That's right,
Olympics,
because they had a giant baby on stage.
That was weird. Holy shit! What was that?
Exactly.
What was that? What the fuck was that?
It was,
that was
the,
like
the fetus spirit of
fetus spirit. Oh, that. Oh, of course.
It was
Like,
the worst opening ceremony. Oh.
it was like this weird wavering big fat baby. Did you see that shit? Dude?
I didn't see that part of it. I
was
saw the
undulating.
It was all
praising
these-
of the
they had all these stilts and
filth
shit.
towers.
Yeah,
That was great.
it was like chimney. Oi, my baby.
And the symbol of the
Oi.
old school rich man was like bowed down
like-
to
yeah.
for a while.
My lady, your underwear was quite heavy.
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
eating my baby.
I need more. Can I acquire more?
Well, wasn't the mascot of the Olympics
Satan, I
no,
think it
it was a
was. It
CCTV
was like-
camera.
Oh, really?
Like
Oh,
a,
yeah.
like a,
No, they were
an
cute,
fluffy
anthropomorphized,
one.
happy.
Two of them.
That's
There were two of them.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had one eye, and it literally wrote into it was there were cameras that caught everything that happened at the Olympics.
Yeah.
It was like the all-seeing eye.
It was named
Exactly.
Stockholm.
No, I went to London. It was like that. Every cute little alley that you went down and pretty
Had an
little
all-seeing
place,
eye in it.
there was cameras.
Oh,
and I
that's
have
amazing.
multiple friends who have gotten shit stolen, and the cameras didn't help at all.
Really?
Nobody's watching that.
Oh no, you
There's
can record an event. Like that's
You
the
can
whole-
record it,
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
doesn't matter if you get
It doesn't
jacked.
stop it.
Right. Right.
That's what's dope about surveillance. It's like we know that you got fucked up on Tuesday. We don't know how or who it was, but we have it on tape. It's in HD.
Thank you.
Have you guys seen these? You remember the flying Walendas? Dude, I think we saw something
I saw them
about that guy.
Flew down to the ground.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, that's with those things. If you take away the danger or imminent death part, like here,
It's
I was
kinda-
watching.
Yeah, because that dude had a brace, or what did he have like a cable that was safety cable in case he fell?
They forced him to supposedly or
Whatever.
something like that
He's a fag.
for network television.
That's
But
some faggy shit.
But I watched him do one of those long walks, but it was above a beach. It was I was watching Fox News or something, and I'm watching. I'm going. If you take away the death part that could happen to this person, right? Which is, I guess, what you're hoping for in some weird way. It's a lot like someone taking a drunk test. I mean, there's nothing to it. It could be CG. It doesn't matter where they are. They're walking in a straight line.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't see the attraction, the whole Unless you like actually die, or you're like on fire.
Yeah. I don't think I would walk on coals.
You can do it.
I don't think I would, though.
You might get burnt.
Well,
That's not like that shit happens.
I mean, Oprah walked on coals.
Yeah,
Did
but
she?
that was the burning bones of babies. It's
So
different.
she was safe.
It's different. It costs a lot more to get that. Like anyone can get coals, but like, do you know
Baby
how,
charcoal.
to get the
Baby
same
charcoal?
amount?
It's my
Yeah,
favorite.
exactly. It's
Cook
like,
with it.
It smells sweet.
You got to go to fucking Afghanistan, Persia, and Indonesia all in one day. You have to, because it has to be fresh, otherwise it spoils.
Red hot marbles.
Red hot marbles, because she is Oprah is a hungry hippo.
She really is.
She is a hungry hippo. Hungry hippos. The hippos are the hungry.
She has her own.
I'll trade you a Cadillac for a soul.
Exactly. Can you imagine Stedman?
Look under your chair.
Exactly. It's not there.
Pandora's box.
That's what she
10,000
calls it.
penises.
That's a sex game that she plays with.
Ew,
Stedman.
didn't she know
Pandora's
about it?
box. What's in there?
What's
yeah.
in there?
Oh,
Yeah, what's in there?
Sakes.
It's never anything you want.
No.
He's all
it's-
locking the door at night to his separate
Pleated
bedroom.
khakis.
To his Via khakis. There's khakis in her vag. Is that
No,
what
in
you're saying?
Pandora's box.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
There's a rack of khakis, a full fucking rack.
Stedman's got to have a choice.
She is a vagina servant, okay? That's
And
how
a rack.
serious it
That's how you're
is.
going to describe her? That's
Yeah.
your choice?
Well,
She
that's
has
my
one.
choice. No, she has one.
She has one.
Oh, I thought you said she is
Oh, no,
one.
she is one.
No.
No. She has several. They die fast. You know what I mean? Like, no one can live in there for more than a few days at a time. It's fucking
Oh, it's
Oprah.
in there.
It's Oprah's pussy. You
Nice.
can't be a vagina
Spelunking.
servant. Yeah. I mean, was it you gonna breathe? No. Hold your breath for like 16 hours.
Spunk lunking.
Okay, I think I went too far.
Well, no, I was going
think
to say
went
the
too
color
far.
purple, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it all comes full
Right.
purple. Blah. Oh, that's amazing. Oh,
So
no,
not
she is
suitable for anyone to ever hear.
No, what? Oprah's flapping winds? Like, yeah, you're right. No one should ever. Stedman is a man because he took that shit for all of mankind. He was like,
He's in
like,
that shit.
He was like, exactly. I'm gonna lose my keys and my elbow up to
Sometimes
Yeah.
he says hi
internal Heimlich.
on the show. He's like,
He says,
Oh, really?
he comes
comes
out.
in?
He
Oh, he pops out. Oh.
Hi, I'm Stedman.
Back in the car.
All kinds of weird sound effects happening. That'd be amazing. That'd be pretty dope.
For motivation, you still don't understand what our children are up against. Let me read you something that was posted on our message boards from someone who claims to be a member of a known pedophile network. It said this: he doesn't forgive, he does not forget, his group has over 9,000 penises, and they're all raping children. So, I want you to know they're organized, and they have systematic ways of hurting children. And they use the internet to do it. These are the predators that are molesting and raping our children, then trading the photos and videos online. And I want to stress again, this is not about politics. It's about giving the dedicated men and women of law enforcement who are trying to catch these predators the resources.
I'm John Kerry, and I approve this message.
Well, Jerry, that's my feeling. I think we've just seen the antechamber to terror. We haven't even begun to see what they can do to the major population. Let me ask you,
The ACLU's got to take a lot of blame for this.
Oh, yeah.
And I know I'll hear from them for this, but throwing God successfully with the help of the federal court system, throwing God out of the public square, out of the schools. The abortionists have got to bear some burden for this because God will not be mocked, and when we destroy 40 million little innocent babies, we make God mad. I really believe that the pagans and the abortionists and the feminists and the gays and the lesbians who are actively trying to make that an alternative lifestyle, the ACLU, People for the American Way, all of them who tried to secularize America, I point the finger in their face and say, you helped this happen.
Well, I totally concur, and the problem is we've adopted that agenda at the highest levels of our government, and so we're responsible as a free society for what the top people do, and the top people, of course, the court system.
Amen. Pat, did you notice yesterday?
Yes.
The ACLU and all the Christ haters, the American People for the American Way, NOW, etc., were totally disregarded by the Democrats and the Republicans in both houses of Congress as they went out on the steps and called out to God in prayer and sang "God Bless America" and said, "Let the ACLU be hanged." In other words, when the nation is on its knees, the only normal and natural and spiritual thing to do is what we ought to be doing, and all the time calling upon God.
Amen.
This is from Jerry Falwell speaking about the World Trade Center bombings on the Christian Broadcasting Network.
1. The Voter of Homer Dudley, 1939.
Will you please make the voter say for our Eastern listeners, good evening, radio audience. Good evening, radio audience. And now for our Western listeners, say, good afternoon, radio audience. Good afternoon, radio audience.
Put on some Priscilla. No. Why not? That sounds great.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
I don't know
talking shit.
We were talking about Dream Team earlier.
Exactly. Well, Dream Team's old school. That shit was real, right?
Yeah.
Be real.
Dream
Right,
Team
who has
is
a
real.
lighter? I know.
I have this lighter.
Here.
Here, I'll hold out. Yeah, Dream Team was the shit. Well, this dude at work.
It was in the house.
Hit me up. I said Dream Team, and he was like, "No, we were talking about Dr. Dre," and he was like, I was talking about Dr. Dre being in that disco outfit that he was in, where he was all like in his early styles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, oh, that was when he was trying to get with Los Angeles Dream Team. And I was like, holy shit, you remember? This dude's 50. He's 10 years older than me.
Nice.
Old black dude remembers that shit.
Was he the one who wanted to be a pimp?
No, who, the black dude?
Yeah, he wanted to be a pimp, right?
No.
Remember? You said that there was this guy who told you that he wanted to be a pimp, right?
Wait, what was? I don't even remember the story.
You don't even remember?
I don't remember.
That's so great.
I don't remember. I said something horrible to this black dude.
You said
I misinterpreted what he said completely. Oh yeah, that's what. Wait, what was it?
You said that you were listening. There was some music playing, and you were on the bus or something. And he said.
On the shuttle.
On the shuttle, you said, I always wanted to be a pimp. And you were like, being a pimp or something, right?
I was like, oh yeah, it must be great. That's right. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, I can see the allure there. You got a stable of bitches and shit. And he looked at me all like weird and shit. And he was like, pimp. And I was like, what? And he was like, I said, a pimp. This song is Gladys Knight and the Pips. And I was like, ooh. Touché, my brother. Touché. Excuse me, but you want.
Is that racial?
He's the same motherfucker that said, I was checking some computers out to go deliver them, and he goes,
no, you said.
You're right. I said unsolicited, alone. I was just looking at all the computers, and I went unga bunga. And he walked right behind me and said, "Is that racial?" And I was like, and I looked at him, I was like, I guess it is. I think it kind of is. I mean, because he didn't say, if he said it was racist, I would have been like, no.
Yeah.
But it's racial. Yeah, sure.
It could be.
Yeah, because ain't no white people saying unga bunga.
You did.
Well, I don't think I count in that respect.
I might say it.
Yeah, but not like as a unga bunga. Unga bunga. Duka duka. I mean, that's bad.
Well, my grandmother caught my dad listening to Little Richard when he was like 14 or something.
Oh, that must have been the end.
And she said, "Turn off that goddamn booga wooga jungle music."
Yeah. Oh, booga wooga.
And he was like, "Oh,
that's what's
this
amazing."
Is the best.
Yeah, because she called it booga wooga. She gave it a good name.
Yeah, just go back to a lot of the footage from around that beginning of rock and roll time, and there's rampant racism behind it.
Yeah, of course.
They're like, these goddamn nigger jigaboo bop and all this. These
Alan
rock and
Freed,
roll has got to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, seriously, it's
DJs
bizarre.
wouldn't play that.
That
There's
wasn't that
very
long
few
ago.
DJs that would
You know
play
what I
that.
mean? That was like common not that long ago.
No, not at all.
That's bizarre.
Well, it still kind of has.
What the fuck?
It really hasn't changed if you think about it.
It has changed.
No.
It has changed.
No, there's black music, but it's really white music.
Oh, yeah, but...
Like, there's no real black music that
all
gets
right.
mainstream.
For example, the
Will I Am
the playlist
representing the Panthers
for the Mars rover. Those guys play a song to wake up the rover, and I looked at that playlist. All white dudes.
Yeah, it was exactly
all white bands.
You know why? Because black people aren't going to Mars. They're gonna be like, "Fuck that shit, you
No,
guys go."
Motherfucking P-Funk's been there and back. Represent.
No, they didn't go to Mars.
Was there anything good on the
They
playlist?
left the solar system.
Well, I mean, it was like typical. It was like there was Beatles and Bowie, and then
Okay.
there was
Oh,
like Mark
Bowie.
Knopfler.
Oh, was
and
that-
like,
yeah.
I know, it was just, it was a lot of white dudes. You know, there was
but
like
it-
multiple Beatles
Well,
songs. You know, just
Did the rover enjoy it?
that's a good question.
To wake it up. I bet it... I don't think it likes
No,
to
the
get
rover
it
was
wake
like,
up if it's like me.
They put a mood
It
rock.
doesn't want to wake up at all.
Totally. The rover's like, can you play some Bootsy Collins?
Please.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Just please.
Get me in the mood.
Yeah.
For shooting at rocks.
Furry Martians fucking those fucking rovers right now.
Serious. What are they doing?
They're fucking the back of the rover. They just can't see it. They're like, know what a camera looks
really?
like.
Did they add an attachment for that?
They're doing business.
Wiki.
Come on, they know there's fucking shit up there. They fucking
They
scooped
found
some
it already.
dirt.
They're not telling us.
Yeah, they
Nice.
found ice and shit underneath. There's snow just underneath this. What looks like a red barren planet is like frozen snow.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's water all over the fucking place. And what happens when you get water and sun? You get dudes.
We'll see.
Hot dudes.
I'm interested.
You're interested in hot
Martian
Yeah.
dudes.
Yeah, especially.
Yeah.
Ray bury it in me.
They're really into the Beatles, by the way.
Wow. Which album?
Here Comes the Sun.
Oh, wait. Here
They
comes
like
your
it.
son.
Just a couple songs.
Don't let your sun go down on me.
Yeah. That was me. How did he get away with that?
I don't know. How do you get into
How did
that?
he get away with that?
What do you mean? He got away
He
with
had a
lot.
song that said, "Don't let
Dude.
your son go down on me," and
Come on.
we know what he's talking about. And
He's talking about going.
Oh, do we?
it was a serious warning.
Oh, so, by the way, one of your podcasts has like 487 views.
That's
who's,
one of these,
who's listening to
That's
that?
impossible.
That's what I keep wondering.
That's
Like, is
fucking-
anybody?
That's not real.
Was it
here's-
just you?
No,
right?
but look, here's the thing: is that video, the
I'm not
babies,
listening
the babies
to it.
video?
Who else is listening
Right, I
to
don't
it?
either. The babies video did less
babies
hits
video.
in 4 months
Okay.
than that did in 1 month. The last podcast, but it's
Did you track it?
the
Is it all
Pro-Chan
like
trip.
Polish people?
It's all over.
Okay.
That's why it's like if it is bots, they pick this one 4 times as much.
You
So
know why?
far,
It's because
or
of the
as
dope things.
quickly.
Well, I'm convinced that what happens is, you know how they fingerprint the videos for audio copyright shit?
Right.
So that means that every video that you upload to YouTube goes through a process where the entire audio track is analyzed
Yeah.
with a signature and
Yeah.
with some kind of heuristic database that
Yeah.
looks for, like, just like an antivirus program.
amazing.
It's looking for footprints of a huge catalog
Of copywritten data.
copyrighted data,
Yeah.
and looking for something that they go, okay, this matches that weird. And they're not
Criteria.
looking for the sound; they're looking for weird, like digital.
Dude,
footprint.
yeah,
and
they-
they catch all kinds of crazy shit.
They sure
so,
do.
So if that's happening, that means that same process that digitizing or transcribing everything you say
Right.
might also be happening, right?
Wow. Sure.
I mean, isn't that what Siri is?
I think
feel
everything
sorry for the
I
guy
say
that has to read
is
that transcript.
Well, that's what, or not. That's what I've always said, because like I would love, like if I was sitting there listening to, like, you know, doing some SIG-int analysis, listening to some bunch of assholes all day, and then I came across my conversations with people, I'd be like, okay, stay on there. He might be. He's like a terrorist.
Might reveal
Let's
something.
flag him as a terrorist.
So-
just so I can
Not revealing
fucking
anything.
hate
Yeah.
my job.
Yeah.
Like, stuff listening to this fucking drivel. And people might say, you know.
Well, hopefully we give them something better than the usual.
I think so.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I
Come
like
on.
our conversations.
All right.
pretty presumptuous.
Well, that's the question. Is we don't really get a lot of feedback.
No, like we said, we were talking about this the other day. Is that it's more about like there's such an apathetic view towards media and quote unquote entertainment where there's nothing like how fucked up and shitty and boring do multi-billion-dollar corporations and their production value has to get before you go, I don't want to watch a movie tonight.
I know.
Because that's just going to suck a donkey dick from a distance. I'm going to record myself talking to other people just like I would if I was hanging out and getting high anyway.
Right. Yeah.
And then I want to listen to that back.
Right.
And like if somebody... That's so the epitome of boredom. It's like we know this sucks. Enjoy this.
Right.
No,
Like,
I completely disagree. I don't think it's boredom at all. I really don't.
Well, no, it's boredom with there's nothing cool coming out that's like keeps me occupied.
Oh,
right.
That's
okay.
what I'm saying.
Right.
I see.
It's like there's no movie that I would like to go see.
No, that's why we watched the 12 Chairs by Mel Brooks.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like, you have to go 30, 40 years back.
Yeah.
It's 40 years ago.
Yeah.
We're fucking old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I don't. And maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's part of the fact that we're old.
It is part of it, but I don't think it's the overriding thing. I don't think it's like some
you don't understand
old world dad in the 50s like you goddamn you kids. I don't exactly feel that way.
But that's what they said.
I just
They
don't
were
see
like-
quality.
That's what they
I'm
said.
open to bad shit. No, I'm open to bad shit that's quality. If
That
you know
can
what I
get
mean.
with. Yeah.
But we're
You know what I mean?
different because we had before all of this, and we were doing fine.
Yeah.
No cell phones, no computers,
Right.
nothing.
Right,
And
no
life was
socials.
fine.
Yeah.
And then now we have it. Life's still fine.
It didn't get better.
It didn't get better.
Right.
There's a shitty
but,
component.
You
Like,
know,
or in
we're
a
still operating.
really slight way.
I'm microblogging.
Just 140 characters. Then
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
cut you off.
Shit.
This photo.
What do I need to lose?
Look at this omelet. Everyone needs to know what this omelet looks
I
like
ate
right
this
now.
today. I'm blogging about it.
Oh my god. 30. Nobody liked it. Jessica is a bitch. She did not like my omelet. I told him to bronze it.
Bronzed omelets.
Bronzelet.
Oh, it's a band. The bronzed omelet.
The bronzelet?
Yeah, the bronze omelet.
Ugh.
Yeah.
The bronze
They
omelet.
live next door to the monkeys.
I think that's like a gay yoga move. You might get arrested doing
That's the brown helmet.
No, that's not
that's
a
the
yoga
move.
move.
I think it is.
Ugh, God damn. You had to go to like, it's 1988. You just smoked a joint for the first time with your friends. And now, poopy humor
commences. Get in there, boy! And then some hacky sack.
Oh. Well, dude, I did kick a mean hack.
Butts up.
All right. I can keep that butts up.
Backdoor bakery.
The back door, thankfully gone.
I know.
Like so many others.
Well, what did it become? It became
It's gone.
something-
It's like something's gonna happen someday.
It's called
No, it
Reservoir.
became
or
Reservoir,
something. Yeah.
right?
No.
And
Yeah.
when
Reservoir is
opened,
Nettie's.
No.
The review.
You're right.
Reservoir's
right.
Nettie's.
Yeah.
Wait, where
Oh,
is
that's
Backdoor
Nettie's
Bakery was right next door. And there'd be like flies. People
Do you
love
want
that
a
place.
dirty
I didn't love that
history?
place.
No.
I know it was never down. Plus, it was the worst name for this neighborhood
Thank
at the time.
you.
It was
I
like the
know.
wrong name.
Brown
Rear
edge.
garden.
It's like as questionable as the Hub's
Oh, the
fucking
Hub's.
meat section.
No,
want-
like the
can we make
potato salad.
t-shirts that
What
say
you know? What's in
Reservoir?
there? Some macaroni salad,
The
extra
Hub was
creamy,
shit.
man-made.
I wish the hub was still there.
Yeah, no,
No one would
That
go
was
there.
good with the
It'd be
meats.
great.
You know what the hub was? The hub was like if the movie The Shining had a scene with a grocery store.
Like
It would have been the hub.
The Hub.
Like
The
it had really
Shining
high
AM
ceilings,
PM.
unnaturally
And
high
weird
ceilings.
coolers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
was coolers.
It was
and
old school.
Like,
It was very old school.
yeah, it was like we don't have a refrigeration. We have ice packs.
Yeah.
It was like this weird.
Yeah, system.
Oh, I know.
Now it's
Today
fucking
I went down
J.
to
Higbee's yogurt.
the Fix Coffee House because I had
Where's
to
that?
pick something. I was like, I'm not going in there, and it's
is
on
that?
Echo Park Avenue where Elysian Heights Elementary is. The elementary school on Echo Park Avenue.
Okay.
And it's right across the street. And when I was growing up, it was kind of like a transient hobo house.
Okay.
And now you go there and it takes takes a half an hour to get a cup of coffee from a bunch of angry dudes from Brooklyn that give you attitude. So I refused to go there, but I had to meet somebody there, so I parked outside and I was just meet me outside.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing it. And I was so angry, and I don't want to feel like that about my neighborhood, you know? Like that's why I don't leave the house. I don't leave the house because it's perfect. And if I leave the house, I get angry because there's new condos and there's all this bullshit and people who don't look you in the eye when you walk down the street just give you bitch face.
No, I drove up that
or just stop in the middle of the street and it's like talk to their friends and you're like, why are you stopped in the street? There's a space that they could pull over. Like all it takes is forward and to the right. You know,
that's a production meeting.
What is that shit?
They're billing for that right there. All right,
who is?
Whoever's
Why are
having
you flipping me off?
Film in there.
I'm itching my eye. I actually didn't mean
You're doing
to flip you off.
Obama
That's kind of dope. Obama.
Remember there was that picture?
Yeah. Fucking Obama.
Fox. You know, I was gonna pull a bunch of Fox News clips, like we did from the first.
Why didn't you?
Because I said fuck them. But I don't.
Dude,
it's bad enough I see it once.
You bested out with,
and they're always gonna have some crazy thing that they're saying.
No,
I've got boil it down. Can we just sue them?
No.
Come on. There's got to be a way to sue them.
Who?
Do you have any money?
For what?
There's got to be a way
for
to
what,
sue
satire?
them. All you need is a lawyer who's willing to do it.
Yeah, you can look.
You know what I mean?
Woods
Johnny Cochran.
Who can we get? Maybe
Howell.
Rex. Maybe we can get Rex to do it as his entree back.
Rex, I wouldn't put.
Come on.
You want to? Rex would do it.
He might.
He might do it.
Well, because I saw this thing where Canada has gotten no Fox News in Canada. They say you can't lie.
I mean, they
got rid of Fox News.
Lie.
They said you can't lie.
Okay.
Why can't we do it? That's precedent, right?
Because it's
the whole country
but I bet
says
they
it.
have the Canadian equivalent of Fox News.
Well, that's like the
I don't
newest,
know. I don't think the rest of the world has shit this dopey. I really don't.
No,
I think they look at this and go, "What the fuck?"
There's no Al Jazeera light.
Al Jazeera, RT, they have their weird stance too, but it's nothing like this.
No, it's
you know what I mean?
It's not as pervasive and all-encompassing.
And just repeat the lie and repeat the lie and repeat the lie. It's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Reality TV plus entertainment news plus watered-down propaganda.
But plus pro wrestling.
Well,
you know what I mean? It's basically, it is pro wrestling.
Are you
right?
talking about our foreign policy?
Well, no, I'm talking about Fox News.
Yeah,
it's like
because it's pretty much like pro wrestling if you think about it.
You know, people
choke you out.
People didn't believe pro wrestling was real, right? But they still watch it. Well, that's why that's the whole deal. It's like you never have to say, "Oh, this isn't real." Yeah, okay, that's a given, right? It's the same thing.
Totally.
And more people will watch it. A shitload of people will watch it just for that element, you know?
Well, we don't agree with that reality.
Yeah.
Thus, this.
It's right. Stuck in.
No, it's not even agreement. It's like you don't have to agree with it. Like if that's the problem with democracy. If enough people believe something fucked up,
anything.
Yeah.
I mean, Nazi Germany was a democracy. If you think about it, everybody said, "Cool, I'm just the dude that did this. I didn't really do anything that bad." We're we're the same way here. I mean, it's not a uniquely German thing. It's a humanity thing. People under duress will do fucked up things in a fucking heartbeat.
Oh sure.
Like in way quicker than anyone would ever want to admit.
Oh yeah. Well, look at animals.
That's why I embrace my dickitude. Like my dickitude is like I'm being a dick. I'm just like preempting that, so like it's not a surprise.
Right.
I'm just like trying to be consistent of this shit.
You're masking your feelings.
Exactly. I'm sorry.
You're trying to lash out before someone can hurt you, so you can say you did it first.
Well, that's true, but it's beside the point.
Classic. Now tell me more.
Did I somehow just make the Germans be like, it wasn't the Germans weren't all bad? Did I just go there somehow?
No,
I was like, it's not just the Germans, it's humans. No, it was. I want to correct that. It was just the Germans. It's like, we're kind of cool. Fuck them.
Right.
I'm gonna go
kind of cool.
Back to my
okay.
My father always used to say, he's like, your grandfather would be so proud. And I'd be like, why? He's like, because you hate the Germans so much. I'd be like, oh, I don't know why, but okay, cool.
I'm German.
Yeah.
Well, Not the good part.
But I'm half Irish, so that overpowers everything.
I mean, what's the good part of Germany?
I don't know.
Name the last good thing that came out of Germany.
Germish.
BMWs. People that fine watches. Extermination. Whoa, that
fine
was number 3.
ovens.
There's some good German filmmakers.
Sure.
I don't know.
Werner.
Wim Wenders.
Werner.
Yeah, but that's not really a filmmaker. He's more like a film happener.
Nah, he's a filmmaker.
It's like, I am the video and events happening all around me. The horrible of my life is exhibited in this piece of corn.
For you to feel.
Understand my sorrow is to understand my life.
Oh, but that Herzog versus Kinski documentary
my best fiend.
So fucking good.
I was telling Rex while he was in town about that, and told him he definitely has to check that shit out.
No,
I love that movie.
They both tried to kill each other.
Oh, so good.
So good.
So good.
I tried to kill both of them.
The Indians that they were working with wanted to kill Kinski big time.
Of course.
Totally.
They fucking hated him.
Like, put down that
shot
flute, motherfucker. Get off that raft.
So great.
I know.
Oh, well, he's nuts.
Oh, yeah.
I guess you could say they're both nuts, but one makes a little more sense.
Did you see the Grizzly Man documentary? And where he was like, I'm going to listen to this footage of him dying and show you my reaction, but you don't get to hear it.
That was so great. Because he was like, you must take this tape and destroy it. You should burn it. Exactly. No one else should ever hear this but me. I heard it.
German 101.
That was horrible. You know, that guy was like,
I'm trying to make something horrible, more horrible.
That dude was insane.
Well, who, the bear fucker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, plus he took his girlfriend up there. So.
That's who I feel bad for, because she obviously.
Well, she hung hard.
Yeah, she hung. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I hope he gave it to her good a few times before that happened, because
he gave her an experience.
Maybe it was all about bear boning. I don't know. Ooh. And bear isn't spelled B-A-R-E.
Bareback. He went bareback.
That shit's grizzly. Ooh.
Cody, make your own lambskins.
That was a dope when Rex was like, I have to go to the liquor store, and you're like, what do you gotta get? Lambskins? Like, lambs. He was like, no, sour candy.
He did.
And I was like, sour candy? Who leaves the house for sour candy?
Rex, you know that.
Yeah, with that puckery mouth.
He's down.
I've never had that kind of, like, cigs, maybe.
Right. That might have been in the list of things.
Cigs? I told him to get me cigs. He was like, no.
Hey, what's up? Did you get new neighbors?
This pipe makes you tired.
What?
Did you get new neighbors over?
Did you hear something?
Are there new neighbors?
Oh, yeah. Did you hear something?
No, I saw that there's this Buddha. Like, you have a Buddha?
Yeah.
Damn. And it's a bomb.
I have a Buddha. That was dope, dude.
That's a bomb. That is
Their
so
Buddha
bomb.
is a bong?
Well, no, it's for incense. They're supposed to be incense coming out the
Are you serious? I have to examine the Buddha.
The back is
Check
open.
It out. It's got a hole for a stem, and then you could breathe through your
face.
I'm high. And even I know.
Check that thing out, dude.
No, what's weirder is that I have a weird Buddha out there.
I don't know why
they got the same Buddha.
Like, that's what's weird. I had a white Buddha out there, and it was like, and all of a sudden I came up the stairs one day and was like, what's up? I match your Buddha and I raise it by one Buddha.
Yeah, it's a Buddha.
I was like, holy shit, we can have a Buddha off.
It's a decommissioned Buddha bong.
It's like, is that like,
yeah.
What am I
Are you supposed to
In-house
acknowledge their
Buddha
Buddha?
competition.
Yeah, am I supposed to acknowledge that and be like, hey, check it out. I noticed you had a Buddha right there.
You might have to add something else now.
You do, and see if they can up it.
Yeah.
Here's some incense, which are mostly made out of cow dookie.
No, put Kali out there.
Yeah.
Kali?
Yeah.
Just see.
Can I just put severed heads and skip the Kali?
Yeah, really.
Like just the bottom part of Kali?
Cauliflower.
Yeah, cauliflowers, which is Saddam Hussein heads.
Yeah.
They always look like Saddam Hussein heads.
It's a universal look.
Kali always chops off dudes with like heavy, prominent mustaches.
Mm-hmm. It's Semitic beards.
Yeah, Semitic.
Yeah.
Semantic.
Okay, I think that was our sign off, right?
Yeah. We're gonna.
Wow, that was amazing. Wait, really? It's gonna be.
We went there.
It's gonna be. You have to cut in some music or like some sound effects.
Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen in there. But I mean, does anybody ever hear it? We need more feedback.
487 people.
If anybody actually listens to this, you should leave some feedback of any sort. I'm interested. I'm interested to know if anybody made it this far. If you made it this far, please put some kind of message. SOS, whatever it is. And we'll see you again someday.